Welcome to Krokozuna Productions. This video is not intended to be an instructional video on kendo footwork, but a method to teach students how to displace themselves using footwork in kendo. I really hope that this helps. Hi everybody, welcome to a Krokozuna Production video. As you can see, we're not in my basement today, we're actually in the Koyokai Kendo Club Dojo located in Portage, Michigan. Today I'm going to be showing you how to do some footwork. I know everybody says different things about footwork and every kendo dojo does footwork, and I'm not going to say this is how you're supposed to or this is how you should. I'm just going to show you the method that I use when I show students how to do footwork in kendo. So we're going to begin. We always want to start by being in a good kamae. And I'll probably do some other videos or lessons on what I deem to be a good solid kamae. But whenever we start our footwork with the left foot at a right angle and try to keep the right and the left as parallel as possible. I also know that a lot of you are told to keep your heels off the ground. This is correct, but some people will say you have to keep your right hand, or not your right hand, but your right foot really low and your left foot a little bit higher. I believe that it should be wherever you're comfortable at. You don't want to have them too high and you don't want to be touching the ground. You want to lift yourself up so that you can position your body in a balanced fashion. Now from here, the key to kendo footwork isn't just displacement. You might be saying, well, of course it is, but it's not just displacement. It's the displacement of the core, the center of your body, which is the center over here. The center in kendo often gets interpreted as the center of where your shinai is. Like so. Yes, it's the center, but it's not the center that you need to displace. Ultimately, and this is a lesson that I teach a lot, is that the shinai is still a weapon. It's still a tool in kendo. It is not you. Yes, we train to make it a part of you, but at this stage, it really needs to be considered as a tool, and the displacement has to occur in the center. So when we displace the center, we can displace 1, 2 with the center being unstable. The key is to start with a smaller step where it's not 1, 2, it's basically just 1. So the center of my body displaced quickly and in what I like to call one beat, not 1, 2, but in just one beat, 1. And in order for you to do so comfortably, it has to start with a smaller step. 1. Again, 1. And even in reverse, it's 1. 1. And then, as that tempo becomes comfortable, you want to start stringing a few together. So maybe do 3 of them. 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1. So the middle always is stable. We don't want to be like 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. We just want to be taking quick 1, 1, 1. Those are the types of steps that we want to be taking. So whenever we're teaching somebody who's new to kendo, I try to reinforce that habit early on. Yes, there's a positioning, there's mechanics that we have to abide by, but I believe that tempo is very important when you're beginning kendo. So once again, I have the feet set, kamae set, and the movement is 1, 1, center, stable, 1, and again, 1, 1, 1. The next process that I move on to is going to be taking a somewhat larger step. That doesn't mean a large step, it means somewhat larger. But we want to maintain the tempo or the rhythm or the beat that we set for the smaller steps. Now we're going to take a somewhat larger step, 1, maintaining that 1 tempo beat. And the displacement is of the center, which now we have to start interpreting it as the displacement of the entire being or everything. So we start off in Kamae, count 1, 1, everything is moving. So conceptually, if you think of it as the center of the body is moving, it's okay. That should naturally force your entire being to displace. So we don't want like a seesawing effect. We want to have it as the entire being is displacing. So now the smaller step, the 1 tempo, the medium or the somewhat larger step also is going to have the same tempo. We don't want to get into the habit of taking steps like 1, 2, 1, 2. Is this incorrect? No, it's not incorrect. But I feel that this is a better habit to have when we're displacing. 1, 1. So the left foot is catching up immediately after the displacement of the right, which will cause the center of the body to displace accordingly. And with the center displacing accordingly, the entire being also displaces accordingly. So from a different angle, we're in Kamae, 1, 1. This is the approach that I take at Koyokai when I'm showing students footwork. I'm not just saying beginners or newer students. This is the approach I take to show everybody how they need to be displacing their feet.